Today we have a 2005 Ford F-150 two-wheel drive. We'll be replacing the drive pinion seal here. As you can see, it's leaking. So first thing we're going to do is remove the drive shaft from the differential here with the number 12 point. We're going to go ahead and remove the 4 bolts holding it in place. And we're going to just swing the drive shaft to the side, tying it up somewhere around here to keep it out of the way, and then we'll get to the next step once this is further exposed. I should go ahead and mention that you will want to mark it just so we put it back in the exact same position, and then possibly leaving the vehicle in neutral so that you can rotate this to get to the bolts easily. If you don't want to go up top to put it in neutral, you can just come over here and just mark this, make sure you put it in the exact same position, and take this off here, just a little pick, push it out, slide it upward, and then just push this lever to put it in neutral. So let me finish taking out these 2 last bolts and we'll get to the step here. Okay guys, now that the drive shaft is off, I just hung up there. It's time for the annoying part. When I say annoying, I mean this nut here. So Ford does not actually provide a torque for this. Some people have said at least 160 foot-pounds. Some say anywhere 100 to 125 foot-pounds. So pretty much Ford, what they state is that you're supposed to mark it and then back it out, counting how much. Because if you don't do it correctly, you can mess up a lot here. So I guess I'm going to go with the Ford way and just marking it, counting the rotations, make sure I get it back in place the same way, and then maybe I can put a torque wrench to see if it passes those so-called specs that people have thrown out there. But pretty much to get this off, we're going to have to mark it first, find something to hold this here. I'm going to use this here, we'll attempt to, hopefully it holds. If not, I'm going to have to either bring the car down so the wheels sit down so this doesn't move, or make some sort of tool that can hold this. They do make a tool that goes on here that you pretty much bolt on here to hold. I can get you that tool number in a second, and also get you the size of this nut, but wanted to give you all a heads up that this is very important to put back in the same place. Make sure you count when you take it off and all that good stuff because of Ford's little nonsense here. So let me get the tool number as well as the nut size here. Alright guys, so this is the tool that you're actually supposed to use to hold it in place. So just giving y'all that. And I believe that nut is held in with, it's a 28 millimeter. So we're going to use a 28 millimeter socket to get it off. Alright, so as you can see, I've marked it so I know where it belongs. So sadly, my sockets stop at 27 and then my other ones start at 29. So luckily, found this 1.18 inch standard, which is weird because we only use metric here, but sometimes we have some standard present. But seems to fit perfectly, so we're going to use this and break it. Alright guys, so my nut was removed. Mine was 16.5 turns. However, I don't believe that's correct because it didn't take much force to break, but maybe that's it. But now I have my puller on to remove this, so I'm going to go ahead and get this off and just expose my seal. We now have the seal fully exposed, so now with a little pry tool, flathead, whatever you want to use, just make sure not to damage much, but truly it won't really matter. This is the outer housing. Just going to remove the seal here. As you can see, this is the outer ring of the seal, so I'm just going to knock it out and get it out. Alright, so I worked around it with my other chisel, pry tool, get enough, so now I'm just going to go in and just kind of start working on prying it out, like so. So once we get this out, we can get the new one installed, just kind of greasing it up a little bit and just making sure it goes in flush. Okay guys, so my old seal has been removed. I have my new one here with a little light coat of grease. So now we're just gonna put it in and try to get it in flush as possible, and then just making sure it's completely evenly in there, and then we'll pretty much be ready to assemble once this is in place. Alright, so we have our new seal in place. I pretty much just put a light coat of grease around it, and then use a large socket that fit over this outer metal ring here, and just kind of lightly knocked it in until it's pretty much close to being in. Just went around slightly tapping the sides of a hammer until it's flush. So now we're going to go ahead and put our flange back in, just putting a little bit of grease on it, making sure to line up all the marks. So I have my flange lined up with my lines from previously. And I'm just going to slowly put it in, making sure that the seal stays just like that. And then we'll be ready to get our nut back on. Alright, now that our flange is back on, we're going to get that nut back into place, doing the exact same amount of rotations we took it off. and lining everything back up properly. All right guys, so my center nut is in place, back to exactly where I started. Pretty much when I did it, it kind of stopped exactly where I was when I was counting, so it was pretty good. So now we're gonna get the drive shaft back on and we'll be pretty much almost done. All right, so I have my drive shaft in place with all my bolts around it threaded in. So now we're just gonna go ahead and tighten this all down, which the torque for these are 76 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead and get this in and then we can fill the differential. Okay guys, so my drive shaft is in place now. So all we're gonna do is fill her up with some fluid, since you'll obviously lose a little bit here. So with the 3/8 ratchet, you're gonna take this drain or fill plug out and just fill her up until it overflows. I think it actually takes like about a liter total, but if you're not servicing differential, you're just doing this. Just fill it up until it overflows and then tighten it back down to 22 foot-pounds. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. More videos to come.